I went to plenty classes, and they have plenty of students. They give the same templates. I do that, do that. I because I'm a student. I have to follow my teacher. So that's what I did in my past. But you are the person who recognize where I am doing the things wrong. So you ask me to Nipuni, if you have to correct those things, then you're going to achieve your score.
First of all, congratulations to Nipuni.
Yes, sir.
Nipuni, congratulations on your success, and it's been, I'll say, not one of the easiest journeys, but the longer, the sweetest journey. So Nipuni has recently got a score. So she got success that kept eluding for almost quite some time, maybe 2 years old, and she had been to 5 different places. So it's been Nipuni's success has been really special for me. Not in that she got 490s or something, but for me, the most important thing is the score a student gets. For example, where she stands or how much they have got. So her score is important. Sometime even I'll say more than 90. For many people have got 90 with me, but her score is even more important. More because she has gone through quite a long journey, have been to different places, so struggling. But one thing I'd say that Nipuni has got fantastic resilience. That's exemplary. Very few people you would find that have got so much resilience. She never gave up. And Nipuni, your attitude of never giving up, that's the cause, the real cause of your success. And fantastic. So congratulations to you. Congratulations to your husband. Yeah, it's been fantastic now. So I'll say as a teacher, this success is really important for me, even more than 490. All right. So we did it in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
First attempt. And that's why it's more important for me, because it defines me as a teacher. So Nipuni, congratulations on your success, and I'd like to ask you a few questions. First thing is, I remember you started. You called me almost 3 weeks before you got your score. You started your classes, and after talking to 2-3 minutes, you told me that this has been your journey so far, and you hardly had a month's time left.
Yes.
Until you need to get your score and give it to the agency.
Yeah.
So, and even after talking 2-3 minutes, you started crying, having tears. So, could you tell me what sort of things you were going on at the time?
Actually, sir, I been through a bit hard time, because I tried to do my PTE, and it was not easy for me, because I not getting my score for 2 modules continuously. So it was really hurting to me. How can I go through that? Then luckily I found you. I think it was so blessed to me, because I find you. Then I got my score within 3 weeks of time, because you asked me, no, you can get past this within 3 weeks. I trust your words, sir. Then you asked me to come for a session. Then you asked me to do do the speaking. Then you said, no, you're doing totally wrong. Use my strategies, use my templates, do the way, forget your all the past, all the things, do the way. Then I got the biggest confidence. Okay, I can do it. Like that. That's so far.
I knew because reading and writing were the 2 modules you always struggle, and that was also speaking almost more or less, and listening you only had one. So because of the past burden that you didn't get, and you started. I remember you started doubting yourself. So you said, "Sir, my English is not good," and I told Nipuni, it's if you didn't get the score, it doesn't mean your English is bad. It means the strategy you used didn't work for you. It's not your English is bad. And I again tell you, if somebody doubts, the English based on a PT test, who says I can see this, I can see that, and they judge the English, that's unfair, completely unfair. So don't just, that's what I said. So don't judge your English based on the PTs you get your score or not, and it might be more because of the strategy you were using, and then those strategies, they were not designed for you. Your English is much better than the score you did, you're getting pass. I'll say another questions. You have had quite an experience of attending classes at different places.
Yes.
You told me you had been to 5 different places, 5 quite popular, something so-called the best one. And then you attended my classes. You had been there much longer, with me only 3 weeks. Tell me the difference. Or tell our viewers the difference.
I really want to tell who is struggling to do their PTE, or they want to go get their desires. I tried many popular classes in here, and everyone telling the same thing. Okay, do that. Use like this strategies. This some even telling like skip some questions, which is actually integrate into other parts in the PTE. But they said, okay, that's no point to do that parts. Just leave that, ignore or skip. But that one thing, sir, you asked me to Nipuni, no, you have to do this part to improve your score for reading. So, and the other thing is templates. I face huge difference, because the templates made me to the next level. Because I used to say I can see this is beautiful, like that kind of, I use that kind of template. But you change all my templates, and that template you asked me to explain what I see on the screen. And my essay, I used to put topic everywhere, but you made me to write use a different style, how can make the sentence and give examples, give percentages, like all those things. In the final moments, I still remember the day. It's like 1 hour before my exam, you call me and you ask me, Nipuni, you have to change this thing, because I think the same day I send you this last moment my homework. Then you checked and you asked me to change this last sentence. It's not going to be give you the good marks. Then I did the same thing. I really appreciate you, sir, because every single day you ask me to send you a homework, and I send you every single day. Every day you check my homework, you give to me all the feedbacks. So that thing I saw the biggest difference between the other classes, because they are popular and they have so many students, so they don't have exactly time to give at least half an hour time to each student. So that's the difference I saw in your class, sir.
Here, Nipuni, I would like to say one thing. I'm a trained teacher. I'll say every day, even in my college, I teach 25, 30 students all one time together, all, and still I can differentiate them. I can approach them one-on-one as well. So it's a teacher's competence rather than the number of students, how they deal with them, how they remember. For example, if you have written something, so I don't need to tell, maybe not immediately at the same time to all people, but still I can give you feedback on the portal. I can see and I can talk to you, okay, 5 minutes, and okay, that's what you need to fix. And for example, when you started, I had to clear plenty of clutter, plenty of rubbish, what you're using. For example, in speaking, I asked you to do an image and you said, I can see. 50%, 40 to 50% of your talk was 3 words, I can see. And I'll say if somebody has got the score, well done. But still I'll say that's a rubbish. The reason is, if 50% of your talk is just comprised of these 3 words, I can see.
Yeah, this is a beautiful.
Your English is much better than these 3 words. I can see, and that's what I believe, because I saw your English, I understand it, I assessed it, and then I did realize it's much better than these 3 words. So, and you did so well. Your speaking rose almost 20 to 25 points in 3 weeks. Your reading improved 15 to 18 points. The same was 15 points of reading. 15 to 18 reading, listening the same, improved 15 to 18 points, almost 15 points writing. it's a huge improvement. And we have defeated the history of 2 years
Yeah.
and long struggle.
And so I want to say another thing is actually you recognize my weak point. So like you treat to that weak point. That's the biggest difference I made it, because I went to plenty classes and they have plenty of students. They you give the same templates. I do that, do that. I because I'm a student. I have to follow my teacher. So that's what I did in my past. But you are the person who recognize where I am doing the things wrong. So you ask me to Nipuni, if you have to correct those things, then you're going to achieve your score.
I'm flattered.
So that's the things I really want to thanks to you. I want, if anyone struggling with those things, you have to understand your weak point with the professional one, like the Raj sir. He's an amazing person, amazing teacher, whoever I met in here.
Also, you told me that you had, some people gave 1 years of classes or something. I
for
say,
unlimited
more
classes.
Than 3 months time. If you have more than 3 months, join someone else's classes.
Yeah.
If you need it, if you want to get it before 3 months sooner, then join one. If you have a year of time, then needs. I don't have even a year's time. No, 3 months more than enough. 1 month, 2 months.
Yeah.
The shortest time I target more. And somebody saying I have got a year, I'm getting a classes for a year.
Yeah.
Good luck. My classes is for those who need score in less time, 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months. Not a year. I don't talk about a year or 6 months now. That's
Even
ridiculous.
sir,
We
you
don't have
are
time here. Yeah.
And you asked me to that the first day I called you. Okay, I explained to you my whole experience and what I did. Then you asked me to, even without a $1, you asked me, can you write 2 essays, 2 summaries, summarize spoken text, summarize written text, and send it to me. Then I send it to you, sir. Then you asked me to, okay, you come to the face-to-face session. After the day you asked me to, sir, pay. So some people, the first call they want us to pay first. Then they're going to give all the links and all the things. But you try to recognize my weak points.
The thing is, Nipuni, because you had already been through so much.
Yeah.
You told me your struggle, 5 places, paying 5 different places, following everyone's strategies. You put so much effort. I could see that. And then I say, let me just analyze his strengths and areas of improvement. And if my stuff is no different, then why should I charge her?
Yeah.
Because that's against my ethics. So I say no. So first I'd like to have, because you already paid to 5 places and things haven't worked for you for so long. So I would just like to see, okay, how you have done recently? Send me your score.
Yeah.
Because I had talked to you that day. I talked to you 10-15 minutes and that was enough for me to assess your speaking.
Yeah.
The other thing was because I want to see your writing and how you do your summary or both summaries and spoken and written text, because that could tell me a bit more about how you approach language and something. And then because other thing I realized that every student is different in how they use language. So even I don't want to give 2 people the same template, because it may not work for them. I need to see what their strengths are, what their areas of improvement are, and what's their target. So according to that, I need to adjust my template. And then it's not that first time I've given you something that will be the last. No, I need to make changes when I see your progress, whether it's working for you or not. If it's not working, no, Nipuni, leave it. Let's try this sentence. If it works for you, and that's how I changed, I think, your template. Maybe 4 or 5 times and something bit and I say, Nipuni, just take it, and it will. So I'm not going to give you something that doesn't work for you. I told you.
Even the last moment you changed it.
Yeah, because I saw your conclusion that was just completely off track. And I don't know, because something from the past took hold of you and you wrote that stuff. I said, Nipuni, immediately I texted you on WhatsApp and say, you can use this template here again. Don't forget it. You can't go here and there even with a single sentence. So, and I'm so happy that it worked for you. So you were really worried about maybe all the modules maybe worried about, because and you're really worried about writing and reading.
Especially reading.
You said everybody was talking to you grammar. Grammar. Do you know grammar? If you don't know grammar, you can't get score. And you told me, sir, I don't know grammar. And I said,
Because
you know
I
it.
felt
I
as
told
like
you
that, you know.
that you know grammar because it might be an unconscious. Grammar is not conscious grammar. I teach in here every day here, local students as well. So I see grammar is ingrained in your language. There are two types, conscious and unconscious. I told you, you have got unconscious grammar. Don't worry about the name of a particular tense or something, but I told you, you don't need to worry about at all about the grammar. What I tell you, how to read, what not to read, what to read, and how to read. And it worked.
It's really works.
Your reading rose almost 20 points, 18 to 20, 18 points. Yeah.
The thing is, what I had that issue because all other places, what they are highlighting for reading, what's your reading score? You can't get a reading score. This is the main reason because your grammar is not good. We have to learn grammar. So that thing they mentioned everywhere, they highlighted. So all the flashbacks coming to me. If I meet you also, I'm keep saying same thing because I know those teachers. They mentioned this thing. Okay, grammar. So I thought, okay, this is the reason I'm not getting for my reading, but then I realized no, that's not the reason. Reason is the strategy which I used.
The reason is Nipuni, because grammar, it can be conscious, it can be unconscious grammar. And as a teacher, as an expert, I'll say in this field, I've studied linguistics, literature and linguistics as well. I know conscious grammar. Because you are not familiar with any conscious names, terms for grammar, and if I mention them before you, it will just make you more anxious, more frustrated, confused. So rather than adding to your confusion, I knew how you could use grammar, your unconscious built up. So even because for example, the native users of English, they hardly know the names of even 3 tenses. We use past, present, future. They may hardly know it and more than that. But they use language perfectly well. Why? Because they have got ingrained grammar that's called unconscious. Noam Chomsky always talks in his book about that high-wired grammar. So, and I know when I talk to you, I saw that you have got unconscious grammar. I need to use that. That's enough. I don't need to tell you the name of some noun phrase or verb phrase or some relative clause or something. So don't need to bother you with those names. And that's what I told you. And it worked.
Yeah, it's really works.
Other thing, for example, your essay, as you told, we use different strategies because when you came, I say when somebody is fresh to me, it works a bit quicker. The reason is they don't have that clatter. I call that rubbish in their head. So what they get from somewhere, people are just using sometimes I can see. The English is much wider than those 3 words. And that's what I believe. And the other thing is, if you can memorize some rubbish, you can memorize some good stuff as well. And that's what I say. So it's not that people might have got the score with that. Well done. But still, we should use a bit more formal language. It even irritates even PD people if they check what the students have done. Do you think those people, professionals, they're foolish? They won't change something in the computer? That you're using 3 words to make 50% of your talk, and then won't they flag it? They will. And that's why we need to maintain certain level of formality of language. And that's what I always believe, and I always do as a teacher. And I'll say, you won't find people struggling with me.
Even my summaries, I still remember I used to summarize spoken test. I used to pick up all the keywords. So that's how I used to do. Then you change everything. You ask me, no keywords. You have to make sense. You have to make simple sentence from the speaker. So that's how I changed and I got my score.
The thing here, because Nipuni, when I saw you doing the task and I just saw you were not listening at all, you were just listening for a few words. And because you have been here in Australia for how many years?
Now, sir,
A few years?
Yeah, few years, yeah,
three,
yeah,
four, at
yeah,
least 3-4
yeah,
years, 5 years.
yeah.
So 3-4 years, if somebody is here, everybody who is taking PT for the
Yeah.
permanent residency, they're here for 3 or 4 years. So if you have been 3 and 4 years here, you have studied English, you understand English.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to utilize that
Level.
your knowledge of language rather than considering you absolutely means ignorant of English now. So I need to utilize. You understand English every day in your work where you're working. You understand. You talk to people. You listen to news and something. You understand. But when you're doing PTE, your listening completely changes. You're just listening to 2-3 words. Examiners, they have a purpose. Whatever task type they use, they have a purpose. They want to test certain skill. And if you don't display that skill or somehow just make a mess of that, then that affects your score. That's what I told you. Nipuni, okay. It's not that you don't understand English. How you convert your listening into your score, that's a different thing. And I'll say I have Nipuni students even who came to me. He lives in Epping. He had 15 listening. And the same guy got 90. The thing is, because you understand listening, understand audio, people's talk, then only thing you have to convert that into score. So if you understand, it's easy to get into score.
That's true, sir.
Right. So your summaries, whether it was summarized spoken text, summarized written text, I told you something. You used more of a furthermore and come on. Those are adverbs. They are not sentence connectors. And if you're using moreover, furthermore to connect your sentences, you say that's naturally 2 different sentences. Those are naturally 2 different sentences. You're putting them together by forcing them with more and furthermore. And that's even sometimes PT, maybe computer gives you score. As an English teacher, I know they are not connectors, they are adverbs. The sentence is so loose. Even if it gives you score, doesn't matter. I would use something better that would 100% give you score and work better than more and furthermore, because those are adverbs and everybody says use furthermore, moreover to connect sentences. Come on, those connects ideas, not sentences. And those are enforced sentences, not natural one sentence. So the smoothness of the sentence disappears. And then I as a teacher don't like whatever, whether it's working or not, whatever I say, that will work for sure. And I want to use furthermore and moreover to connect a sentence in a summary. And if you are using furthermore and moreover to connect 2 sentences, please ask your teacher to give you some better connectors. These are adverbs. Nipuni, you're speaking as well. You were using some time when you came, you used to skip so many words. And because that was playing on your confidence. Because once you start, if you are skipping a few words, for example, if you come across any difficult word and you skip that, it will affect your confidence. And then you will start skipping more and more and more. And that's even devastating for your score, for the natural rhythm of the sentence. I gave you something different strategy instead of that. So because it's not that, even those Nipuni who get 90, it doesn't mean they didn't make any error. 90 with error is possible. If you look at the band criteria of C2 users of English language, it gives them flexibility. So even with some errors, we call them slips and something, occasional slips or something, or they don't affect the quality or requirement of the task, still people can get 90. So if somebody might have got the score, but it doesn't mean that was the best thing. All right?
Even I used to, for really loud, sir, even I used to pronounce even 10 words. So that some strategies I got from, Then I used to do I remember.
And I also had, one of my students shared a video with me. He said, some teachers say, you just read the first sentence, 5-6 words and then 10.
Read the first 10 words.
If you can read 10 words, why can't you read other words?
That's
and
true.
The other thing is, if somebody has got 90, don't worry, the only excuse is, I got 90. Come on, 90, somebody can get with errors. 90 doesn't mean that's the perfection. 90, because I worked with the British Council, I worked with plenty of in professional circles. I know what C2 language requires, the requirement of the language, and still, so somebody will say it might work for someone because the other areas were all right.
Yeah.
And so they attribute the score to something completely different. So if you are just using first sentence, please stop that. Use full use complete, read your complete text, and if there are still some issues, we can work with. You can work on some different strategies of reading. How you look at your words, how you look at your sentences. There is some psychology or even research behind that. You can use that. So Nipuni, so again I'll say you are one of the most resilient person I have seen. Other thing that you are really courageous. Who has got the guts? Who have got the guts to admit your failure? Everyone can talk about their success. And when you're talking with your friends or relatives, you say, I did well, I did this. Who has guts to admit your areas of improve, your weaknesses? You have the guts and you have resilience that you never give up. So Nipuni, I say you will go much longer than those who have got much higher scores. Somebody has got 8 doesn't mean they will go longer than you. You have got resilience, okay, and that lasts much longer than any minor here and there's some language skill, because that's a life skill. That's fantastic. And even I'll say congratulate your husband as well, who supported you during these 2 years of journey. Say a few words to him as well. You mentioned
I really want to thanks to him, sir, because who is going to discourage me? He always stand by my next, and he always telling me, okay, no, you can do it. Just trust you. You can do it. No, the next time you will get it like that. I want to say, sir, one thing, because I did many attempts in PTE. I want to encourage the other students, never give up. Find a good teacher who can understand your weakness, what you're going to do, because I think what happened to me, I trust other people who are going to say, okay, this teacher is very good, okay, go, okay. I pay them and I try their classes. I think I blindly use all the strategies. That's the main thing, and they are not... I'm not going to blame to anyone, sir, because I think that's my fault as well, because I didn't understand what I'm doing to
You're
do.
humble.
Maybe it's my fault as well, but I want to.
But I saw the templates. I saw what you were doing, and as the teacher, or as you can say a language teacher, I'll still have some.
So actually, some bad things I did. If some people saying okay, do every fortnight one exam like that. Sure. Even I use those things. So that's how I made that so many the
and
things.
Nipuni, here one thing I'd like to say, taking exam doesn't improve your score.
No.
If you have taken a few once or twice, the things is you need to work on certain skills. If you have taken a few mock tests, 4 or 5 mock tests, you know how to handle the test, how you manage your time, and after that all you need is to work on your skills. So if you're blindly taking your exams
that's
again
the
and again,
thing, sir.
wasting your money, please do not do that.
Yes.
Why? The scores will more or less remain the same, because the level of language won't change overnight.
And it's discouraging as well.
It's discouraging. It plays on your confidence.
Confidence level
you
very
go really
low.
Down. Nipuni, when she came to me, and Nipuni, when you came to me, you were really doubting yourself. Sir, my English is not good. Some say, I say, who says to you? Call. If somebody says that your English isn't good, give me a call and let the person talk to me. And so don't let others give opinion or define who you are, what your language is, because of some rubbish test or some rubbish strategy you used, and that has come to deciding your level of language and something.
Because that's the reason behind.
You hold your integrity, because the more you fail, the lower you get in your confidence. Your confidence just disappears, and that's you need to have when you go to the test. Because if you go to the test knowing that your English is not good, you're going to fail. How can you pass? So find something
Yeah.
that your strength you are good at. And your
So
strength-
I believe, sir, because this time which you every time I followed you. Okay, you
Thank
telling
you.
you I followed what you want to do me. I followed exactly thing, and for because of your guidance, I didn't do any single thing blindly, because I always want to do what you guide me. Okay, Nipuni, do that, do that,
Nipuni,
like
even,
that.
you know, we took 3 weeks. First week, it took me the whole week to clear.
Yeah,
the
my
rubbish.
doubts and my
Clear
all
even
the
the
rubbish.
previous
Yeah.
stuff, because that was too, because, you know, it was too long and you're using the same stuff. And even until, you know, something was coming up, even for your conclusion, even I had to
Yeah.
fix even the last time, even on the exam day. And but still, I'll say first week it took almost me to clean
Yeah.
clutter.
Yeah, all
And
the
then
rubbish
something
things.
we built on. So what really works, and I say.
And I rely on all the third party applications, sir. So
Oh, yep.
yeah, I rely on all the time all the third party applications, like all the mock test. I believe third
In the
party
mock test,
applications.
you were going
Yeah.
to get around 80 or 70,
Yeah.
80 on
Yes.
APU and your some
Yeah.
other whatever
Yeah.
third party
Yeah.
app, some others, you know, your previous centers one.
Yeah, I got
And
80, 85 like that. Okay, I believe that score,
that's a
and I'm
rubbish.
going to I'm planning to, okay, I'm going to book my text next week. Like now I book, oh, my score coming totally different than that.
The reason
So
is
that's
because whatever people claim, because those app developers, and they come to me as well, I say, what's the basis of your language assessment? And they hardly have any explanation other than speech to text, text to speech also apps
Yeah.
they use to get your score and
Yeah.
something. I say English because when the modules are integrated, it's longer than, it's
Yeah.
much deeper than that. And so that's why people, I have had even students who are getting much higher score on these platforms. These can be just, manipulated.
Yeah.
If you just set it to something, you want to see particular aspect of language, they will give a fantastic score in that area, and others they won't.
Yeah.
So first thing I told you, that don't trust any third-party apps or software that gives you feedback. Not at all. Get feedback from your teacher, or
yes.
from Pearson
Pearson,
itself. No other, because
Yeah.
they don't have the same AI or something. Because Pearson won't sell some third-party for maybe a few $100. No,
Yeah.
never. It's their research, it's their work. And,
Actually, sir, I still remember you told me, okay, Nipuni, do the real actual PT mock test. Then second week I did a one test in front of you. That's a special thing, because sir want all the students, if they want to do their PT official mock test in front of him, because then the sir going to check how we do in our speaking, how we do in our writing, like all those things. So that's the biggest thing. My first mock test I did with sir. Okay, so told me, sir, Nipuni, you are hardly reading your text and you are just picking the sentence and you're putting, no, that's not the way you have to do. Then okay, I prepare again one more week, and how sir guide me all the reading things and everything. Then my second mock test, 2 days before my real exam. Okay, same thing in front of sir. I did my test. Okay, I try, and I got the, I think, very
in two
similar
modules,
results.
you got
Yeah.
score in 2 modules, and the other 2 you
Like
missed by 1 or 2
one or
marks.
two,
And I said, don't
okay,
worry,
yeah.
because there are still some
Yeah.
areas of improvement, and we'll fix it. Don't worry. And that's been fantastic journey, because I was even one of the happiest person. I won't say the happiest because you were the one.
Yeah.
But because as a teacher, I was the happiest, because it defines me, distinguishes me as a teacher. Because somebody who has been to so many places and
Even
has
said that
put in
there's so
efforts.
many popular places, even they are
I don't know,
guarantee
we
they
don't
are
wanna
okay.
name and something,
Yeah,
that's
they
different.
guarantee the
If somebody
student score.
asks, if somebody doubts, yep, come to us, I can tell you the name as well. But I don't want to blame or something. If
Yeah.
anybody is doing, they do their stuff, that's all right. But if anybody doubts in which centers, I can tell the name and everyone. So, and I've seen strategies as well. Most of my students, they Nipuni, I've seen come from other places.
Yeah.
They're sometimes struggling, and the stuff is because something that works for one may not work for other.
Others,
and
yeah.
something, somebody who needs 6 and somebody who needs 7 and 8, if I'm giving them the same stuff, I'll say most of them will struggle.
Main thing is, I think,
all-
guidance and the way the teacher is teaching, way the teacher is checking our work, how the interact between teacher and student. I think that's the main important things. I realize, okay, those things I have to go through. Then that's
And
amazing.
so, Nipuni, one last question. Any suggestion to future test takers?
My suggestion is for future test takers, find a good teacher. That's the main thing. Hard work. Hard work, hard work, hard work. That's the main thing, sir, because I did the hard work. I wake up, I try to do the at least 3-4 hours
One
sometimes.
more thing I'd like to say. Nipuni lives in Springvale. I teach in Lelo.
Yeah.
She attended 5 face-to-face classes, traveling from Springvale to Lelo.
Yeah.
1.5 hour at least drive one side.
Yes.
And 1.5 hour back.
Yeah.
So she attended 5 face-to-face sessions, and other sessions in those 3 weeks she attended
Online. Yeah.
And I
That's
said that's your resilience,
Yes.
your dedication, not to give up.
Yeah, please do not give up your test. If you fail, maybe your strategy is not going well, because maybe you're trusting, maybe your friend got 7 or 8, you're trusting their word and you follow the same template, same thing, but maybe not going to work for you. Please attend to some good teachers. I want to again highlighting this teacher, Raj. You can at least have a word with him. Then you're going to realize the way his talent, way he is going to recognize your weak points. So hard work, don't give up. Everyone can achieve their desired score with the good guidance.
Right, thank you. And I say, Nipuni, again, that you have got 7, fantastic. And I'll say, even if you need 8, we'll get it. Okay? Not a big issue. Your English is all right. It's how you use English in exam. And for what purpose? Examiner, because with every question, examiner wants to test certain skills. They have a purpose. All right, so as long as we meet that purpose, we fulfill that's the skill requirement, that's it. We hit this target.
Yeah.
So once again, thank you very much, and to wish you all the best for your career, nursing career, and enjoy your life.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.